YouTube. This is just in. France is now deciding to finally leave Niger. Macron says France to withdraw ambassador and troops from Niger after coup. Well, the coup happened August the 27th, I believe. So I don't know about after coup. But there's been a big resistance by the people, for the people in Niger, to simply just leave and leave peacefully, which, you know, the president of France gave several speeches on their national television that he was not going to leave. But finally, after the resistance of Niger's people and its military, France is deciding that they are going to have their ambassador leave. You know, he should have been gone. They had already taken the legal steps to strip him of his diplomatic immunity. The Niger government did that quite a few days ago. So finally, the French President Emmanuel Macron on Sunday, as of September 24th, said France is imminently to withdraw its ambassador from Niger, followed by its military contingent in the next months, in the wake of the coup in the West Africa country that ousted the pro-Paris president. You know, the pro-president that France wanted back in office is Bazoum. It's neither here nor there. Bazoum has been out of office, and France, the president, and the EU, the European Union, refused to recognize the new government for whatever the reason. Who knows what that reason is, but we can all take a wild guess. France has decided to withdraw its ambassador in the next hours. Our ambassador and several diplomats will return to France, Macron has told French television in an interview. He added that military cooperation was over. Well, obviously, it's been over for almost 2 months now. Again, remember, it's August the 27th when a new government installed themselves. And French troops would withdraw in the months and weeks to come with a full pullout by the end of the year. I think they just leave now. There's no reason for them to be there. They have their own military. In case you're not aware, the country of Niger, the country of Mali, and the country of Burkina Faso has formed what is coined as a African NATO, the AES, and it's for the Sahel states and their cooperation in military operation and the protection of their countries. So with this said, in the next weeks and months to come, Macron said, we will consult with the leaders of Niger because we want this to be done peacefully. Well, they've been trying to do it peacefully. And like I said, it took them to actually have to starve out the ambassador. There was no food being delivered to the embassy, et cetera, and so on. No food, I think, being delivered to the military. So they didn't really have a choice but to leave. But they had been asked to leave over a month ago very peacefully. So I'm glad he's publicly come out, the French president, and made an announcement that he will leave. France keeps about 1,500 soldiers in Niger as part of an anti-jihadist deployment in the Sahel region. And keep in mind, the Sahel region is the region that a lot of African Americans were taken from and sold into the Americas. So that is the part of the region. It's Niger, Nigeria, etc. That's the Sahel region of Africa. Niger's military leaders told French Ambassador Sylvain Lit he had to leave the country after they overthrew President Mohamed Bazoum. It actually was on July 26th. I thought it was August, though, August 26th or 27th. But nonetheless, they're saying July 26th. I think it was August. But a 48-hour ultimatum for him to leave issued in August passed, with him still in place as the French government refused to comply or to recognize the new regime, the new legitimate regime at a certain point, because they had went past the 30-day mark, and they just insisted that they put Bazoum back into office. The people didn't want Bazoum in the office. Again, keep in mind, Niger is a place that is very, very rich in uranium, and the uranium is what France and various other European countries use to have electricity as well as nuclear power. Yet the country of Niger has no electricity grid. So people go to sleep without any lights. So when it's dark outside, that's it for them. Make that make sense. And Niger happens to be one of the poorest countries, if not the poorest country in the continent of Africa. So this is good news that they're deciding to pull out. It sounds like the ambassador will pull out almost immediately within days, and then they'll wind things down with their 1,500 soldiers over the next few weeks and months or so. But I think that they should move much quicker than that. So that's a peaceful win. All the steps that needed to be taken legally were taken, in my opinion, in terms of stripping France of their diplomatic immunity from the Niger government, as well as doing things in a peaceful manner. There was no bloodshed whatsoever in this process. The people have spoken of Niger, and we say hats off to Niger and the government of Niger.